Here would be my suggestion. If you want to see stingrays and sharks and things such as that, and you're a little worried about the riptide, I got a safe place for you to go. That would be the Mississippi Aquarium. Kurt, good morning, sir. How are you?
Hi, Paul. Good to be back. How are you?
It's good to have you. I sent out another picture of those riptides this morning. It's I didn't realize you could see them so clearly on a aerial shot or a drone shot. They're a little bit scary.
Yeah, that foam going out. Looks like a path going right out, and people need to be aware because they sure are dangerous.
We have so many things going on in so many different areas of the state. Somebody just said on the last interview it was rather depressing when we start talking about crime and how to solve that. And I understand that's just the nature of the conversation. So it's good to have you guys on to talk about the lighter side and also the good things going on in the state. And there are so many and great travel destinations within the state of Mississippi itself. The aquarium is one of them. What's lined up for the rest of summer?
We've got all kinds of events going on. Really, the first one coming up is going to be our 4th of July, which is happening. We close at about 4:30. We reopen at 5:30, and we have 10 food trucks coming, and then everybody can go out onto the west lawn and watch the fireworks. So it's always a good time. So that's the next big one coming up. We've got pancakes for penguins coming up. This is the year of the penguin. We're trying to close the gap so we can build a new home for our colony of penguins. So penguins are key this year for us. So you can have breakfast with penguins coming up on July 6th and 7th and 13th and 14th. And then right after the 4th of July, we're also going to kick off our annual pass sale, which is really the best way to come down and utilize the aquarium. This is your aquarium, the state's aquarium. Yeah. And having an annual pass, come down as many times as you want, partake in all of our activities, and we really do have a lot going on.
Well, and get your tickets in advance too. Do a little shopping, find out when everything is as far as the dates on the different promotions. It's all on the internet. Let me go back for a second or two, Kurt, on these penguins, because you get a lot of people who think, oh man, penguins in Mississippi, they're just going to die because they need the ice. Most penguins don't live where there's ice.
That is correct, and most people don't realize that, but they all do live south of the equator. So there's no penguins up with Santa. So they're all south of the equator, and a lot of them live South Africa. We've got black-footed South African penguins, so they live in the tip of South Africa. But you've got penguins throughout South America. So they're all over the southern hemisphere, and only a handful of species actually live on the ice down in Antarctica.
So where are we? What's the status of this, Kirk, as far as the building of this and acquiring the residents?
So we have a colony of 11 that we we keep them over at our offsite holding facility. And if you want to interact with penguins, we do have penguin interactions every single day that you can sign up for and get to meet one of our penguins. The new building is designed and ready to put a shovel in the ground. The temporary budget right now is about $9 million, and we've got about 6.2 in the bank. So we're looking to close the gap, and we'll see if we can do that as fast as we can. And as soon as we can get closer to that $9 million mark, we're going to put a shovel on the ground and start. So and that's really,
I'm sorry, you're 2.5
million
million away?
Yeah, probably 2.5. If we were 2.5, we could probably start the project. And it's really an opportunity. We really want to reach out to businesses around the state to be a part of this project. There's different sponsorship opportunities where you can help us get over the line. And I really would like to use this project as a showcase on business in Mississippi and show everybody that visits the aquarium what a great state we are to do business in, to visit, to relocate your business here, and really turn it into a commercial for the business environment in Mississippi. And we would love to have support from all around the state, whether it's from the guys up north at Caterpillar or Toyota or Nissan or Continental Tire. All of these guys have an opportunity to showcase their brands to everybody that comes to our state and to really show it off.
Would a check for $2.5 million? How long would that give you naming rights? Would a couple of days or what?
Everything's negotiable. If somebody wants to stroke that check, I'll make a deal. So.
Yes, yeah. So $2.5 million, some naming rights. Call Kirk, and you guys work it out. We'll have that done by the end of the day today, and there you go. How's the aviary doing? The all the birds there.
Birds are doing great. We've got a couple of new. They bring in new birds every now and then, and I can't even remember what they're called. But cute little birds that are flying around. We got birds from almost every continent. So they're doing great. Dolphins are doing great. We added some new stingrays in the main habitat that are absolutely impressive. They're reticulated rays that look like leopard spots. They're about 4.5 feet across, and they are really impressive. And, we always got something new going on. The new building, the Changing Tides building, has been a home run for us with the octopus and the crabs and the seahorses and the poison dart frogs and the sloth and everything else we have. And then we added some augmented virtual reality type of pods that you can come in and go 3D in some movies and swim with sharks or meet gorillas. So there's so much for everybody to do.
The number one thing I get when I'm talking to people who've been there, they say, well, it's different from any other aquarium. It is a campus setting, and I think that's probably been enhanced, Kirk, by the bridge itself. Because you can go in, enjoy some of it, walk across to the beach now on that incredible, iconic bridge, and enjoy that. Go out to eat, come back, and be at the zoo at the aquarium again.
Yeah, the bridge. You always get your naysayers about when you're building things, but the bridge has really solidified downtown and really connected both halves of Highway 90. We are seeing families and bikers and walkers and dog walkers utilizing the bridge. Coastal Transit Authority has a free shuttle that goes across and goes through Jones Park, so people can hop on that anytime during the day. And so it is getting utilized. There's the splash pad, and there's a kids' play area in Jones Park that people are taking advantage of. And so it really just adds to the experience of coming down to the coast and letting you spend some good quality time away from the office and away from the cell phones.
All the way to Christmas time, because at Christmas time it just gets better.
Christmas time, we've got, the holiday light show that Gulfport puts on is a tremendous show. And this year we're introducing a new digital video mapping, and we're putting on a show that will be projected on the side of our main building. And it's going to be a penguin's journey home. And so we're going to we didn't want to do exactly what the city does with just the light shows. So we actually have people that work with Disney and create the magic that happens on the castle. They're actually going to create the magic on the side of our building and have a penguin's journey home, which will be a special event for us during the same time as the holiday light show that Gulfport puts on. So it's going to be really, really cool.
Kirk, while I got you on and before I let you go here, just how are you as far as personnel there, people to help and employees?
Yeah, I think everybody has that issue of trying to find employees and retain employees. It's been a struggle on some of the hourly employee level side. The management side has been relatively stable, which I'm very happy to say. But there are some areas that, when something new and shiny comes up, people are going to go. So we've got Buc-ee's opening, and they pay a very, very good wage, which I think is going to impact a lot of people on the coast. You're going to see a lot of employees leaving their jobs and heading over to the higher wages. So it's all things that we talk about every single day, and how we can retain our employees and what we can do to make them happy so they want to stay. The nice thing is people that work at the aquarium are very passionate about what they do and about the animals. So it helps a little bit.
You can loosen your regulations on tattoos. I think Buc-ee's is not. So
yeah,
it's one of the things.
It was a discussion we had when we first opened the aquarium, and we had people on senior management that had one opinion. I had a different opinion, and if
Yeah.
you don't allow tattoos, you're cutting about over half the workforce out of the potential employee
There you
pool.
go.
So
There
you've
you
got
go.
you've got to find a way to address it, and as long as they're not offensive or something like that,
Well,
then it's
if
part of normal living these
yeah.
days.
If it's a picture of a whale, then that's okay. Kirk Allen, CEO. If you want more information, go immediately to the website. It is all there. Kirk's always good spending some time with you, sir. Thank you.
Paul, good to see you. Thank you so much for having me.
You got it. Back with more coming up next.